There's only one thing to do.
Drop it. Yeah.
Pokemon underused match. Let's go. He's going to lead with Machamp. I'm going to lead with Swellow because it seemed like the perfect thing at the time. Swellow is a really good check for a Zelf, surprisingly enough. He's going to stay in and get totally whomped by a Guts-powered Brave Bird, and I think he thought he could survive that because in the chat he made a surprised emoticon. And I'm going to go into Let It Rip the Hitmontop just to get the Intimidate off, but the obvious switch into Hitmontop is obvious, and he's going to U-turn out of there, which is going to give Azelf an ample opportunity to set up a nasty plot, and I really have nothing to take it, and based on his team, I don't really need Hitmontop too much, because he doesn't have rocks, so I'm just going to leave him in as Death Fodder, and Birdemic is going to Revenge Kill. Unfortunately, I somehow blanked on the fact that all Arcanine carry extreme speed, so I'm going to lose Swellow early and get some nasty damage on Little Bunny Fufu, but thanks to high HP bulk, I'm going to be able to take it. Yeah, that Dragon Flygon thing is going to U-turn like it always does. Porygon 2 is going to be a nuisance and badly poison Bubble Hotep and avoid a Will-O-Wisp for some reason. He's going to switch into Flygon. At this point, I was fearing Protect on Porygon 2, which he doesn't use, and I was also kind of afraid that his Flygon was like Specs or something, because I don't know why he would come in on a very obvious Will-O-Wisp like that. But I'm going to take the opportunity to switch in Pop-Tarts, because I know that I can take a burned attack, a burned outrage. I can take a couple, so that's going to give me the opportunity to go for the kill with the Specs Overheat, which is going to save me. Unfortunately, Togekiss is going to Nasty Plot and kill Dusclops, because Dusclops is too slow, as Sonic the Hedgehog would say. And I'm going to have to Death Fodder Little Bunny Fufu, which is unfortunate, but fortunately, Specs Rotom Heat is the perfect thing for me right now. Really good as a lead, really good as a late-game sweeper. I'm just in love with this Pokemon. And my counter meta UU, I mean to say, Shell Smash Crushle is not going to cut it because Porygon 2 is uber defensive. But pretty much everything else in the underused tier he can take out after a Shell Smash, but Porygon 2 just stops him dead in his tracks. So does Snorlax. But thanks to Specs, I'm going to be able to fire off 2 overheats, and it's going to be enough to win me the match. And now, holy cow, it's a Kyogre. This is a random battle, and in a random battle, you don't get to choose your lead, so, yeah, Krabby versus Kyogre, that's fair. I'm going to go for the agility, because, you know, obvious agility, got to outspeed that Kyogre. I was hoping for the flinch with Crabhammer. I was hoping, first of all, Crabhammer would hit, and it does, so that's great. And fortunately, I have an Electrode on my team who can get some damage, and I can bait him to go for the water move. And Electrode is going to be the saving grace, because without it, Kyogre is going to run through my team like a hot knife and butter. He's going to go into Kakuna, which is weird. I'm going to put it to sleep for absolutely no reason, and it has shed skin, so it's just going to wake up immediately. And I'm going to switch out fearing the Bug Bite, which he shows me here. And I'm going to go for a Bulk Up, try to set up on Kakuna, but some poke is not going to have it. He's going to go straight into his Tranquil, and the Peck is going to do a lot. That might be a Choice Banded Tranquil, I wouldn't be surprised. It's doing too much, and I don't have Bullet Punch on this set, because it was randomly given to me, and the random set does not have Bullet Punch, so I'm just going to have to take it in the butt and die. But Electrode is going to come in and Volt Switch, and that is going to give me switch momentum so I can go into Roselia and set up some more spikes, which is great. Not really needed, but, you know, it's good. Electrode is going to come in and go for the kill with the Volt Switch, which is great. And now I'm going to go into Poochyena, who is the cutest little darndest thing. Look at that. The back sprite is just so cute. I'm going to Sucker Punch, predicting obvious water move, just so I can break its balloon. Hopefully force a switch with Electrode, but Empoleon is going to stay in, which is bad for me. I wanted it to switch out so it would die too, or get wounded by spikes and whatnot. And this Porygon 2 is unlike the Porygon 2 I fought in the first battle, and does not have Eviolite, and cannot take repeated Scalds, so that's going to be end of story for Porygon 2. Now it is Electrode versus the world, and it just so happens Electrode is the perfect thing to take out his guys, who are going to be wounded by the spikes very much. And now it's Floatzel, and I'm thinking good game. But his Floatzel doesn't have a water move. And it lives on 1%. And I'm like, just barely win. That's great. If it had a water move, I would have been destroyed. But thanks to random battles being random, I'm going to pull a win out of my ass. Awesome little Electrode sweep for you all to enjoy, and have a nice Sunday. And yeah, and see you later, YouTube.